morning, good morning, good morning, people. Okay, guys, it's been a weekend, and this one I was testing out last Friday, and I want to make this as a closure. So I made this with chipboard, and I made a little ring on it to make a little charm on it. The back I just put some plain, not plain paper, I put some paper on it. And then this is the idea of a closure. And then I can put this in the back of this one. And then when everything is filled up, this is the idea that you will see. That is the idea. So I am gonna decorate my first cover. You all know we have another one, so don't worry. I am gonna make this, if it works, together with you. But let me first test out the first cover. So I'm gonna do that, and I will let you join me to see which cover that I like to use first. Now, first I did search for some items. I like to have the big door. I love to have the pink a little bit coming back. I love this cat, and another pink element that I like to let it come back. That is that I like to use for the first cover. And I'm gonna use this dark one from my own collection. So that is what I like to use. Now, I already used a bit to cover this up because I really like the dark one. So that is what I used. So let me see. I think I am gonna skip this bottom piece. So I am just gonna cut this down the size that I want it. And this week is gonna be hot again, but I hope it still stays within the good temperature to sit up here, but not complaining, not complaining. This week is also my son's birthday, and I remembered 24 years ago it was also very hot. So people saying that the weather is changing. Well, it does, but as you can imagine, that my son was 24 years ago born, also with the same weather condition. So what is changing? I don't know, but yeah, I know it's changing. But for me, having the same weather 24 years ago keeps it all coming back. Yeah, it's dark paper, but I still like to have it even more grungy. I just love it. I love the grunge look. So I'm just gonna add so much as I want to keep that dark vibe on the outsides. Which color do I use? I'm going to use the same as with the Alice in Wonderland, the walnut stain. I love this color with these papers. I just love it. Alright, so let's see. This, I am going to put this down. Don't worry about this. We are going to cover that up. But this I like to attach. So first I like to add some paper, double-sided tape all the way around. It's not particularly needed, but I love it. Holds it down pretty well. Today is also the day that my Alice in Wonderland project is going to be online. Oh, it feels so unreal because it is quite a while ago that I made that project. I finished it up before I went on a holiday, So I definitely wanted that to keep my mind having some space, peace, that's the word that I was looking for, to have something that's already online before I start a new project. So that gives me peace, that I have a project online and that I can work on a next one. Well, the other one is running. So that's a little bit the idea of working a bit in forward to give you something. But the most important part is that it gives my mind some peace. I don't like to do this for like it feels that I'm doing this for a living. Oh, I need to do this. I must do this. No, I don't like it. It's a hobby, guys. It's a hobby and I want to do it. I want to do this whenever I feel like it, when I am in the mood. So yeah, that's basically the main reason. To relax, to having fun. Otherwise this does not work. Creativity will not work if you are in a rush or when you need to. Nope. I still love to do this. I just love, 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 love. And sometimes I maybe come over as chaotic or that I need to make decisions and I don't want to give you the feeling that it's a must. Nope. I just love doing this. But everything that comes around it, with making pictures, making videos, editing, everything, searching stuff, that's it. It's the main picture, the main picture of it all. So, oh, and for those who are wondering why I now first do the cover, is because we're going to work on the inside, and you definitely need to add this first before you can even work on a page. And I know myself, I can make pages on the inside, but I can't glue anything inside before I make the closure. And that's the same thing with this one. If I want to add, if I need to make something tight with a brad, for example, then I need to make this first on the outside before I glue anything on the inside. So that's the main reason. But sometimes I do make pages first and then the cover. That's true. Not today. Today we're first gonna do the cover. Yeah, it makes me super excited to see if it works or not. But if it does not work, I still just can remove it and then I can think of something else. So, but I think it will work. Must. And for some reason I put my double-sided tape on the wrong spot. Yeah, yes. But that's okay. We just put some tape on the outside. Here we go. Yes, okay, of course I'm going to add also some glue. Here we go. All right. Oh, I forgot to see where the middle is. Need to figure that out. Just gonna make a few marks. Here is the middle. Alright. Stay in between those lines. Looks like a charm. Oh, on the outside. Yeah. I did hear you. I did hear you. I like to have this on the outside too, so this match with the outside. So you don't want to have this on the inner. Don't leave any space. This needs to be equalized. Alright. It's a little wonky right now because of the glue. And what you also can do, if you think it's too wonky but we still need to let the glue dry, what you can do is, let's go to the other side, and you can place a board in here. Nobody will see. Oh, there goes my other one. So I am going to do that just in case, because you never know. You never know and you will never see. Alright, so I'm just going to pick some holes and I put a few boards in there. And then I'm also going to search for my my other piece right here. Yes. Alright, put some boards in. Easy peasy. And I'll come back. I think I'm going to open a window because it's already getting hot up here. Okay, so that will work. I have 3 ink pads. So I just added 2 boards in here to hold it even better. Now I use 3 ink pads to lift it up. So I can go nicely around it. So I can make, first I'm going to make 2 holes in here. Or 3, that's totally up to you. How many you want. I think 3 is maybe nice looking. Right. Here we go. My pencil ready. Alright, so now I'm just gonna put this on top like this. Add this on the place we want it. You even can put a little stick in here, how it's supposed to be, to keep it on its place, just like that. So you know for sure you want a wide side. Right, and then this is a nice place. So I'm just gonna make my marks, and there I have my 3 holes, so I can make my 3 holes in here and attach it all. There we go. Pick some boards. Oh, I also need to fill up my boards. Alright, I'm just gonna remove this again, so I have my spot. And the last one. Always checking if your board's having 2 legs, like this one does not have 2. Sometimes that is just a fabrication fault. Alright. And then we just push it nicely to your table so it's attached and nice with no space. There we go. There we go. Yep. And now we have attached the closure. And now we can attach it how I was having it in mind. So this is the closure. Super cute. Yep, I like it. And I'm gonna put a nice, some charms on here. I don't think it's needed, but it's a nice decoration. But what I actually had in mind is put some charms in here so it does not fall down. That was the idea. And if you don't like this, then you also just can use this for your pen. Just like that. You also can add a nice pen on it. So super cute. That's the idea. This is my closure. I like it. See? Let me put these underneath. See, it's flat of course now because there is nothing in it. But when we're gonna fill it with everything, with the pictures and everything, then it's a nice closure, I guess. Yeah, super cool. And I think even if you are not filling this completely, then maybe you can even make a few fold lights in here, so it's not that necessary to fill it completely. Oh, that's also a nice thing to do. Alright guys, I really like how this ends. How this, yep, I am very pleased with this closure. So what I mean is you can make maybe just 1 or 2 fold lights in here, but I'm just gonna see how it goes. I don't know. I'm guessing we're just gonna fill it all in with everything. So it definitely is needed. Maybe not. I don't know. But I really like it. I really like it. Super cool. Alright, now for the rest of the decorations, I have in mind these images for this side. So I'm just gonna play along a little bit with how I want it. Oh yes, 12 o'clock in Holland. first Monday each month they will have a practice alarm sound, and that's this one. Yay, yay, yay. So if you hear this more in my videos, then it's the first Monday of the new month. So yeah, it will go away for just a sec. Okay, first I like to add some ribbons on here to cover it all up. So let's check it out. I really like my fabric tag. Perfect for ribbons. Oop, here it is. Now don't put too many on it, otherwise it will see the glue coming through. And we don't want that. So first I'm just gonna add first layer. For my mint one. I'm gonna add another one for the pink one. That's why that I chose some pink images to go with it. Oh, and by the way, I did Friday get my new nails, and it's way shorter than my holiday nails. So I think it's the half shorter than that it was. So very happy with it. A little bit sad of my beautiful long nails, but it was time to get rid of them. Then I would like to add this one, and I think I'm just gonna add also glue for that, just a little stripe or something. rid of too many. And I'm just gonna apply this in the middle. That gives it a nice vintage coloring look that I want. Yep. I'm gonna attach the ribbons on the back also, of course. You can hold it down with a clamp if you want. I like it so I know it will not get loose. See, if I put too many, it will see through. Actually, you don't want that, but on this side it does not matter. Now, another clamp for this holds it down. Alright, let's get back. Then I have those beautiful big ribbons. And I like the color. It really, it really matches this paper. So I really like to add it on. I'm not sure just how I'm gonna do that. Not only glue. I really want these to have a good attachment. So I think I need something to make sure it will hold. So let me think of that for a second. But this is cute, isn't it? Yeah, I really like it. And then we have our door still fitting. Maybe over it. I don't know, I'm just trying things out. Overlapping some, like that. Maybe not. And then still adding some pink. Oh, by the way, I do, if you can see, if I cut something out, I have that white edge, but I just use my walnut stain to cover that up. I really like that all the images then are nice. So, but if you do like the white, then it's totally fine. But yeah, this is kind of the vibe that I want. So, alright, I like it. Now let's see. I think I'm first gonna glue these down, and then I'm gonna see if we need something more. So what I'm gonna do, of course I also gonna use the outsides because I don't want to flip too much around, and I also like to add right here. I'm just gonna glue it down all as much as I can to hold it on its place. Alright, that's one. Place it on the place you want it. Keep it down. Wait till it's dry. And of course, it's only the bottom, not the top. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna let this dry. Let me first grab the other one. There we go. Also in the middle, of course. Ooh. Yeah. Burnish it down. Get rid of the excess, that's too much. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna see if there is more needed, but I'm first gonna let that dry. This we can keep it off. Alright. Yep, this is dry nicely. Alright. Yep, and now I am gonna have some fun with this one. You can layer this if you want. If you have some extra chipboard left, the piece that I have left is this one, but this one I made the closure with. But if you don't, then you still can use it. But if you have some extra chipboard, then you can make it a 3D. Mostly I am not that into, but I'd like to show you. I do have plenty of chipboard left, even like these things. You also can use little notebooks. You can use it all. So I'm just gonna cut down a few little strips of this one. I'll use it this way. And that's all you need to make it a little 3D if you want. Not needed, but if you want. If you want it, then you can do that. Just place a few little bits on it, not too close, but just at the bottom. And one in the middle, because you don't want to have space in the middle. Alright. I'm not going to glue it down just yet, but then you get a little of a 3D effect. Oh, of course my, my other things are falling down, but this is a little bit idea on making some 3D effects. Alright. Where is my kitty? Kitty, 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 kitty. Here it is. Ooh, that was a giant bubble. Place it down. Move it around. Yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. Let that dry. Okay, I think that's enough for this one. And then of course a few for the butterflies. Because if you do one, then of course you need to do them all. If there is a piece that's too large, just cut it off. Yep. Alright, those are all the things that I need. Of course the leftovers, don't throw them away. Don't throw them away. Okay, and now we are going to see how it all gonna put it on. But first, just check it out first, before you glue it on. Alright. Okay, the first thing that I like to say is I don't like to have the images separately from a part. I don't know what my lamp is today, but let me... Which one is it? Is it this one? Or this one? I don't know. But something... It's really light. Wait. No, that's also not gonna do it, but... Alright, I don't know, but seems, I hope you can see it all, but alright. So first things first, I just showed you how it will not look good if you just add all your nice images too far from apart. That looks not good. But this is the main piece that I want to use, so let's glue this on nicely in the middle on our 3D chipboard. Right, now I really like to use this one right here in the corner as it's floating in the air towards me. But if you glue this down, because we did add some chipboard pieces, then you will need some extra on here to have the same height. So I'm just going to apply. This one is almost empty, so that is why I sometimes lay it flat, but then... Alright, so now I have it covered for the depthness, so I just can apply this in this corner and I still have the depth on here. See, so it's equalized, like the 3D in here. So this one is nice flat, and then we have a double edge on here. Yeah, cool. Now, I don't want to have this too far away. I also can just overlap this a little bit, but you need the space, of course, also to create this one right here. So stay away from here. But what do you think about having this right here? I like it, but then again, I need to add some extra. There we go. Here we go. Yes, I like it. And also that it overlaps a little bit for the closure. I like it. Alright, now we have 2 butterflies. And we want to have that closure. So I am going to add a little extra. On this side, right here. Here we go. And then I like to have that right here. So we have the small piece here and the thicker piece on the left. So it's still, so it does not get any wonky. That's a little bit the idea. Oh, this looks amazing. And then I have another one that keeps the pink back. And where do I want this? Right here, I think. Yeah, I really like it. It means that I want a little extra on the bottom. On the bottom. Right here. So if I put it right here, then yep, I don't get any wonkiness. Maybe just one extra. Just put it down and just feel if it needs some extra. Just put it on. This one is too big. Yep, there we go. Glue it down. Just feel where you can add it to have the stability. Oh my gosh, I love this. And see if it's in a group, that's just my opinion. There were no rules in here, but that's just my opinion. If you put it in a group, then it looks just better, in my opinion. But you can go whatever you want, of course. I really like it. Alright, but you don't need to have the 3D effect, you don't, but it really looks nice. See that? It's just a minor 3D, but I love it. Love it. Yep, super cool. And then you always can go with some black ink with a brush, a little bit for the to lighten up a little bit the shadow, the shadow. But that's just an option if you want, not necessarily. But okay, alright, I really like how this turns out. So that's my first cover with the closure, and yeah, of course, there was nothing inside, so but this is a little bit how it will work. Not a fast closure, but which closure is fast. So yeah, and it will not go that easily now because there is nothing in it, but yep, that is, yep, I like it. I really like it. It fits the steampunk. Yep. But maybe you have a nice pencil, and this flips up, so that's also easy. So it's not completely attached. Yep, I like it. I like it. Like. And the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it, doing it, pushing this in. I like it. I more glue on my nails. Yes, 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 yes. It really needs to set down. Oh, here it is. Maybe a pencil is even better that slides in, but I'm stubborn and I'm just gonna go with this, with my chain on it. I like it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And maybe I'm gonna do something on the outside so we have a nice decoration on the left and the right, but for now this is done. Yeah, cool. I'm glad I did that brads in it, because this is not a very good glue. Maybe I could use this glue better. Just some extra glue inside here, because this is a fabric tag and the other one is bookbinders art glitter glue, not bookbinders linen, art glitter glue, but because maybe the art glitter glue is not completely holding on the bookbinders linen. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm just gonna add some extra. And I'm gonna let this set for a while. Pushing it down. Clean up all the exit. I'm just gonna let this dry. Oh, maybe too much. I hope not. There we go. Let it dry. Thank God we have brads. Alright, so that is the thing, and so you want to make this together with me, this closure, so we can make the other side. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay guys, let's make this closure together. First, we need to make a piece of paper that is 2 inches. Okay, let's grab a piece that is 2 inches. And there we go. So that is what we need. We also need some bookbinders linen. I do have some leftover pieces right here. I don't know how much is needed. These are also leftover pieces, but I don't know how much exactly. And I did use the other half, so there is a piece of chipboard that you have left, and that's the other half of that spine for your album. We have 3 and we only need 2, so that piece you can split in half. So that is what I made this piece for. All right, the rest, yeah, we'll go along. Let's just focus step by step, otherwise you will get overwhelmed in everything. So shall we make first the stick? Let's do that. No, we're just gonna start first with this one. So what do we need? Well, I do need little pieces. I think it was a 3/4. Yeah, we scored a 3/4. So we have our 2 inch, and then I am gonna score a 3/4. That is right here, a 3/4, and then I'm gonna cut the other side from 3/4, and this is the piece that's this one. Okay, so this one. So it's a 3/4 here, a 3/4 there, and that is in total. I'm terrible. 1.5, is this 1.5? Yeah, it's 1.5. Yay, 1.5, and you score that at 3/4. So that's one piece. that we need. And now we go to the other part, and that we need also a 3/4 score. That's one piece. And then on the inner side, this one is the same size as your spine. And I used the 1/3. That is what I use, so I have plenty of space. So the 1/4, that is what, 1/4, that's what I scored again. The 1/4. Oh, that's way too small. Huh? Alright, let's 1/3 then. Yeah, a 1/3. Oh my gosh. yeah, chaotic, that's my middle name. Alright, that's the one. And then we need to cut it down at 3/4. Or longer, that's totally up to you. You also can do a 1 inch even, because this is the part where we're going to attach that. Alright, so this is what we have for now. Burnish it down. This is the 1 inch which we need to attach, and then it will show off like this. And then we have the small piece. Alright, so for those who like to know, so I have my piece right here, and that's 1.5 by 2, and that we score 3/4. Okay, that's one piece. Now this one is in total 3.5 by 2, and we score 3/4, the first one, and then the next one is 2.5, and then we end up with 1. This is the end up with 1. Alright, so that is that for the measurements. Alright, so 1.5 by 2, and then scored in half, 3/4. And then the last piece is 3.5 by 2, and we score at 3/4, and the next one is 2.5. Alright, that was that. Now first I am gonna make sure that these fold lines are not tearing up, because we are going to use it more and more and more, and I don't want to tear it down. So what I did, I still have some left, what I previously used with my Alice in Wonderland project. So I'm going to use it again. It's that black, it's just a black envelope, actually it was, to ship around with. But so if you have that Alice in Wonderland project, then you will have definitely some black left. And if you don't have the Alice in Wonderland, then I'm going to try to get some more for you to add in the kit. So I hope I will have. But then again, I think other ones will do. But these they are going to use. They use it for shipping clothes or something like that. But I really love this material. It's really very cute. Not cute, it's sturdy. It's not easy to crack. Normally it will cut through, but I think I did not push that hard. Alright, so I think that is the only piece that's needed. So yeah, do I need a full big envelope to just add? I only need this, so and otherwise I will cut myself some strips, so that's also a possibility. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, releasing the tape, of course, step 1, and I'm gonna, I think I did the outside. There we go. Put that on. Alright. Now I make sure I burnish this down correctly. And that's my extra hold. So this will not tear down. Definitely not. You can do double, but it's not needed. So I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. Make sure your tape is nice attached to the paper. And then one piece more. And there we have it. So nothing more is needed. There you go. Fold it down. Burnish it, and then there can nothing go wrong with this. Alright, next is I decorate this with paper, first on the outside, and then we put brads and everything, but first the outside. So what I first do, because I used some extra paper underneath here, so it's extra sturdy. As you can see, it's pretty sturdy. So I just used another color of cardstock, and I just cut this down as we normally do. Oh, what was I thinking? Okay, and let's just start with this one. Alright, so make this fit here, and then on the other side, of course, also one, and at the back also. So what I then like to do is just fold it in half, burnish it down, sometimes it's just even better to do it this way, and then do this in two. Yeah. It's so small. Wait just a second. It's so small. It's hard for me to put it nice and straight. And then I just love to use this one because I can put it right against the scoring slides. So gotta love this score and cut. Yep. Alright, so these are needed for this piece. Just a slightly smaller, just how I like it. That is that. Now we can cut these pieces. This is also a 3/4. Of course, a little smaller than a 3/4. Also two, a little bit smaller. Okay, that's for this piece. This one can even go a little shorter. And then the bigger one. You also need 2 of those. So I also just fold this in 2. I just do this the scrub queen way. So I have exactly the same piece on the other side. Check, check, check. Yep. Okay, those 2. And then the 1 inch does not need anything. Alright, so this is my leftover. Alright, so what I did, put everything away for just a moment. What I used is a corner punch. I did use the small piece, small one. Yeah, here is that time that you need to think, if you don't have a corner punch, do I need it? It's not particularly needed. Do you want it? That's just the main reason if you want it. But if you don't, I don't want to buy it, then it's totally up to you. You don't need it. But yeah, I like it, but it makes it a little bit fancier. But okay, you don't need it. Just a straight corner is also nice. Alright, then I'm just going to get in with my ink, my walnut stain. Anything would do. And then we're going to search for the papers that we need to use. Alright, but we also can already put this on if you want. But first I am going to search, because on the other side I'm going to use this paper. That's this one I'm going to use. But is it needed to use exactly the same? I don't know. I did that with this one. So maybe it is looking better. So I need to search for that other one. This one. To do that. But it's not needed. You can still use another one, but I think I like it better if it got the same one. So I'm gonna cut mine, I think this way, doesn't matter, a little bit smaller, that will do. There we go. And do I need a full cut? Well, maybe not, but it will make it easier to work with if you do. Alright. Cut it down, and then yes, of course, we do need to make this all fitting. So yeah, it's a little bit time consuming, I know, but it will worth it. It will. So let's do that, and do that with all. Cut for this one also the corners. And then just glue it on. Okay, so that is what I do, what I did with all, and then just glue it on. First the outside, guys, not the inside. First the outside. Glue it on. There we go. And what I mean with outside is where the fold line is, that is the outside. The inside we do that later when the boîtes are on. Alright guys, so let's do that. Oh, by the way, with this one you only need one for the inside, so that's only need 3 decoration parts, not 4, because the other one is going to be attached on the cover. So alright. Sorry about that. So only 3 is needed. I am gonna make this, not gonna glue it down just yet, but make sure that I'm just gonna make sure that it is done. So the next step is faster for you guys. Well, I know, and I just know when I made this, it took me almost all afternoon. But just have fun, guys. Okay, guys, that is done. So only the outside, the inside is ready, but we are not going to do the inside just yet. Alright, now we are going to make, I think first we are going to make this one. So we have our leftover, and we're going to split this in 4. And 4? Yeah, I think we are going to do that. Let's check that out. I think I did that. Last one. Let's have a look. We glue all these on each other, then yep, it's the same size. Alright, just checking. So glue these all on each other. There is something in the way, as always. There we go. Alright, here is our little stick. Alright, now what I did was using the bookbinders linen to put to wrap this around. So we have a little piece, and just apply. I'm gonna try to pierce a little bit of glue as possible. I don't know. Maybe the other glue is even better. I don't know. But just burnish it down time by time. I want to have this as tight as possible. Alright, Now, my mistake with this one was that I cut the corners. I don't want it this time because then I do have too little for here. So what I do now is well, first I'm gonna cut this down just a little. So this stays on here. Do the same thing on here. Just cut it down just a little. Yep. See, I'm not gonna overdo it. Alright. I also, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this first. Let me wrap this first. Can we use glue, tape? I don't know what's best. I think you can use whatever you think is best, but I think tape will also do it, but I don't know for sure. And I also gonna add a little bit on the sides. Yep, and it's tiny. I know, it's tiny. So you're making a little dollhouse or something. But just having patience and let it dry and everything. I want to make this as tight as possible. Okay, now I'm not content with how this ends, so I'm gonna try to do a different way just to see if that's better. I'm gonna use tape just to see if that works better. Close as I can get. Somehow I like that the tape goes straight away attached. So, yep, let's do that on this side too. As close as you can get to the chipboard. With this one I need to go all the way to the end. I'm just going to add another. There we go. See, that went so much smoother. Oh yes, very happy with it. And also that I did not cut anything. Now this one is attached. And actually, oh, there we go. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna cut this down. Let's see how we can do the ends. Maybe the same as wrapping a gift or something. Alright, just a little glue. I know I did the other one differently, but the end results, I don't like it that much, but this one maybe also don't, I don't know, because it's so small. It's hard to get a nice, no, that is also not it. I don't think so. There we go. Oh. There we go. I think that works better. Alright. It's tight, yet it is so tiny. So tiny, I know. It is, but we are getting there. Think of a small dollhouse. Alright, and then the other one, just flip it in. Oh yes. Okay, and this definitely needs a good burnish and a good dry. Yep. Alright. Okay, so the other one, I wrap this around and then flip it all over. But yeah, either way, it's a little adventure which one do you like the best, but it's not that I don't like this one, but it needs to dry better. Alright, let's do the other one. Yeah, I know it's maybe a little intimidating with the smallness, but I hope you will get the idea. So I'm just gonna cut in. Actually, it's the same as I do with normal wrapping. God, nails are handy. Definitely need to use some glue. Alright, let me focus a little bit on here, and then I'll come back to you when it's done.